Okay, we'll get started with Phillies Manager Rob Thomson. We'll start with Jim on the right.
Hey, Rob, what's up with David Robertson?
Last game against St. Louis, he when Harper hit the home run, he jumped up and strained his right calf. So he was not available for the last game. Yeah. So yes, he's in Philadelphia. Yesterday he got a PRP injection. Going to try and work through it. I don't know when he's going to be available, but obviously he's off this round's roster. Whether he's available for the next round, we don't know.
Right or left?
Right.
And just the decision to go with Sosa, is that just to optimize the ground ball pitcher, optimize defense? Or?
Yeah, and with Fried on the mound, right-handed hitter, he hasn't had many at bats, but he's had some in our stay hot camp. But yeah.
Matt on the left.
Rob, what does the loss of Robertson do to your bullpen beyond those maybe three guys that you used in the first round? Who needs to step up for you possibly in a 5-game series?
Yeah, I think we've got Brogdon, Bellotti. We've added Nick Nelson to the roster. We've got Brad Hand back. He hasn't seen much action lately, but somebody of that group, somebody's going to step up, or a couple of them for sure.
Standing up on the right side.
How are you?
Good.
We looked it up with the stat bureaus about your road trip to end the season. It's going to be the longest in baseball history, ending a season and winning a playoff series, 14 games in the end.
It feels like it.
Can you tell us about that, how unique it is for this team to be on the road that long, and maybe has the team gotten a little closer, bonding going on, things like that?
Yeah, I think you see that a lot, especially long road trips early in the season, coming out of spring training. I think guys get together and they do bond. They get to know each other a little bit. But I think these guys have bonded well over the course of the year. I don't think they needed much more of that. But I do think that when you are on the road and you're battling for something, there's less distractions on the road. You don't have to worry about certain things that you have to at home. So I think in some cases there's an advantage to that.
Alex.
Hey, Rob. What was the thought process behind swapping Guthrie for Maton?
Just because of the fact that we can utilize him a little bit. They've ended up putting only 2 lefties in the bullpen, but they had the availability of a few more. So having the right-hand back come off the bench. And, although Nick has played very well in the outfield, Dalton has a little bit more experience out there, so we can defend late in games. So we thought in this series he was just a little bit better usage for us.
Todd.
Rob over here. Hey.
Hi, Todd.
Hey, how are you? Have you guys tried to figure out? I know this is looking ahead, but potential Game 4. What kind of goes into that decision? Since none of these guys have really pitched a lot lately.
Yeah, I think a lot of it has to depend on what happens in the first 3 games. Who we've used. So we're sort of on a daily basis, kind of talking through it, but really haven't come to a decision yet.
Okay. Matt on the left.
Syndergaard would be one of those guys, but with the loss of Robertson, is it possible you treat Syndergaard as a setup man, a traditional reliever here to start the series?
Possibly, depending on what happens in each game, and because I really liked his stuff coming out of the pen. It ticked up, as I've said many times before. He's going to throw strikes. The moment's not going to get the best of him. So, yeah, I have confidence in doing something like that. And
back to Robertson, that's a difficult way for him to not be available. Have you talked to him? I imagine that's a pretty lonely feeling or a tough feeling.
Yeah, he's devastated. I mean, he really wanted to pitch in this series, and and he knows how big a part he is to this club, and he's very, very disappointed. So he's gonna trust me. He's gonna work and do everything he can to get back as soon as he can.
And last one's for Rob. All right, thanks for coming in.
Thank
See
you.
Post game.
Thank you.